Is it possible to sort of put these Brexit divisions in the past, to work forward, sort of people who used to be on other sides, to come together in one sort of Team UK?
Simple answer, yes. I think it's absolutely vital, because division, any country who's divided doesn't prosper and isn't secure and doesn't have a happy population. So, it's literally a no-brainer. Of course we have to. And my proposition in writing, commissioning a paper that we published yesterday addressing Brexit problems is that actually it's no point going over the past. We are where we are. Rejoining is not on the table. I mean, way in the future maybe, but the reality is that we've legally left. We've signed up to 2 international agreements, which actually contain mechanisms that can fix some of the damage that's being done, because all of where we are now is based on the fact that it was like building a house but forgetting to consult the architect and the surveyor. There was no particular plan. There was a drawing of Brexit, but no depth or understanding. And that's where we've got to get to. In the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, in the Northern Ireland Protocol Agreement, with both sides signed up to, legally binding on both sides, there are already mechanisms which we can explore to make sure that we limit some of the damage that's being caused, and we move forwards together and make the best of the opportunities that will come to us. And we don't know yet what those are.
Well, some of these opportunities look like they could be joining, for example, the CPTPP, the Comprehensive and Progressive Trans-Pacific Partnership, this trade area of East Asian economies that looks really fast growing, and that our independent trade policy now allows us to join thanks to leaving the customs union. Is that something that you could get behind?
Joining a trade body, a union. I mean, of course, we're already members of WTO. Joining a union to increase trade is not a negative, but we do have to accept that 40% of our export and imports come from our closest neighbours. So it's not one or the other. We can resolve our issues with the EU and still explore some of the other opportunities. And I have to say, Mr. Sunak is completely dishonest this morning, because it very much starts with honesty. For him to have come out this morning and say, we've done 72 trade deals. I'm sorry, no, we haven't. And Tom, we haven't done 72 trade deals. We've rolled over a good number, and we've done 3, not 72. So this is my point. Unless all politicians from all sides, from all parties, can put their purist ideology aside and actually look at how we work together as a nation, because we are all Brexiteers. We're all living with the reality, which is a legal Brexit exit. So we have to make the most of what we have on the table and fix what we can through the existing agreements.
I think some people might say that it's a little disingenuous to say that these 70-plus trade deals aren't an achievement, because there were many people saying during the referendum that we wouldn't get any of these rollover deals, let alone new deals on top of those deals.
No, of course we were going to.
Some extent, a success.
No, they were always going to be rolled over, because we were not going to crash. The other side were not going to crash those countries. That was never a possibility. That was a distraction said by politicians. The legal framework, those civil servants working on both sides, it was always a given. A lot of what was said was political footballs, because both sides had something to gain. We are way beyond that now. We need to look at where we are. As you said very clearly, that we are now 3rd above Russia and possibly Germany. We don't know yet, but it doesn't really matter where we are on the tables. We should be doing the best that we can do. And some of these comparisons are not very helpful. What we do know is sectors are struggling, where imports are struggling, small businesses are struggling, we don't have enough staff. We need to fix the problems we have here. I'm really not interested in international comparisons. I don't think they're particularly helpful. We should just be making the most of what we have in the UK and fixing the problems we have.
Well, Gina Miller, thank you so much for taking the time to talk through those big issues with us today on this 3-year anniversary of legally leaving the European Union. Really appreciate your time.